I hear business owners all the time talking about, I need leads, like yesterday. Now this video, I'm going to be going over why you necessarily don't need leads and why you should be looking at other places in your business to support and grow. If you don't know me already, my name is Jake. I'm the founder of Adstra. We've generated 50,000, 100,000 plus leads. We generate close to 10,000 sales calls a month for ourselves and our partners. And we do a pretty dang good job at it. This video is going to be going over three things. Number one is the lead fallacy, why you think you need more leads when you really probably don't. Number two is going over what Dan Kennedy says is, his quote is, there's no real bad number. What you pay for a lead, what you pay for a book call, what you pay for a customer is not really any bad number. There's no such thing. There's just a bad business. We'll go over what that means. And then number three is going over some solutions, possible outcomes that you can implement in your business so that you're not really necessarily needing more leads. You can still grow. Alrighty. So without further ado, let's jump in. Okay. So Dan Kennedy says there's no real bad number. Okay. So what you're paying for a lead, not really that bad. Okay. It's probably likely that they're not qualified. It's likely that you're not monetizing them well. So I'm going to go over some methods, right? But essentially you have some sort of course, how marketing works. You have eyeballs. Okay, and they come in, and these are leads. You may be buying leads. You may be doing content. You may be paying for ads. You need to be whatever. And it's, look, I always think more leads better. That's a truism for sure. But sometimes the focus on the leads isn't your 10x. And what I mean by that is that your 10x is not going to come from 2xing your leads. 2xing your leads may be the only rational outcome with your budget, with your time, and with your current position. Okay, so how do you 10x, or how do you, hypothetically speaking, get that 10x? Now, there's some things here. Okay, number one is you calling your leads, preferably within 5 minutes. If you're not, you don't need more leads. You need to call your leads. Okay, are your calls showing up? So, what's your show rate? If your show rate is 30%, you don't need more leads, right? You don't need more leads. That's the thing. What's your close rate? Like for most businesses, if your close rate is not 30%, you have an offer problem. You have a sales process problem. You have something there, okay? What's your ROAS? Like if all these things are good, if you have some leads and you're booking some people, like let's say, for example, typically what we like to be at is like leads come in, 10% of those leads book a call. Not all of them are going to be qualified, but 10% book a call. Even if you're less than that, you can still make a lot of money. Blurp that out, please, video editor. This is YouTube. Right? You can still print a lot of money, okay? Why I want to look at ROAS is because if it's awful, then you probably aren't charging enough, or you probably aren't making enough. But maybe that, but also most importantly, CAC to LTV. What's your CAC to LTV? Because if your LTV is low and your CAC is high, then you can just have a higher LTV and do better. Meaning you can charge your customers more things. You can cross-sell, you can upsell, you can downsell, you can reoccurring, you can ascend, you can do all these things. And so many businesses that I meet with, they have a ticket price of $700 and they don't sell them anything afterwards, and they have thousands of customers that they work with, but they don't buy ever again. Why? Right? Even if your thing is not renewable, what you can do is, are you getting referrals? Dan Kennedy also said, you don't get sales to get customers, you get customers to get sales, okay? So just keep that in mind, that like, if you're not doing these things, you don't need leads. If you're not improving these things, you don't need leads. ROAS really doesn't matter as much as CAC to LTV does. Who cares if it costs you $2 grand, $5 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand to acquire a customer if you make 100 grand from the customer over their 30 years. Starbucks makes 15 grand per customer LTV. That's for coffee, right? Why? Because they buy and they buy and they buy and they buy. They bring their friends to come buy and buy and buy. That's how they can open the store and this and spend that and do all that and blah, blah. Okay? So, like, you really don't have a lead problem. You really don't have a numbers problem. You can bring that down, but you can also headbutt your head into the brick wall over and over, trying to get like your CAC down, trying to get your lead cost down, trying to get your book call cost down. I hear it all the time. And we try to do it all the time, and it's still very hard. But having this conversation with clients is also hard. And that's why I want to make a YouTube video about it, because there's levers to pull in business that aren't just the front end. You can only do so much if you've done so much. Okay? What you can do is easy, low-lift stuff on like, what can we sell our customer? Again, how can we get referrals? If I'm a home services company, can I put door hangers on everybody in this neighborhood once I replace that kitchen? Can I say, hey, I'll give you 20% if you refer your uncle, your friends? Who else do you know that's got, wants a new kitchen? This works for anything, by the way. This works for literally everything. Okay, and the greatest businesses, the ones that stand the test of time, this is the number. This is the metric. This is the only metric. Okay, yes, CAC is important. We could talk about CAC. We could talk about bringing CAC down. If you have a major CAC problem, there's tactics for that. But I just want to open this discussion up for a different conversation because I feel like I'm talking about efficiency, cost all the time. And we have to do it as an agency for folks all the time, which if you're looking for ways to book more qualified calls, you can use the link below and read a free report or book a call with our team. If you're looking to do it yourself, you can download the $27 training in the description. But we hear it all the time. We need more, lower cost. Yes. Always, we will always be doing that. But in conjunction, we can make more from what we already have. In conjunction, we can get more referrals from what we already have. In conjunction, we can increase show rates. In conjunction, we can increase close rates. Oftentimes, folks look at one thing in their business as the thing that's going to save it all. It's never one thing. It's never, right? It's a good front end and a good back end. It's a good click to close and it's a good conveyor belt. If you have both, you could scale much faster. If you just have a good back end, you could scale but slower. If you have just a good front end, you really can't scale. That's the thing here, right? Another one that I would like to mention that I totally forgot to put down. What's your churn? You don't need more leads if your churn is 20%. Let's be honest. Okay. Now, this video, I'm not gonna talk about like tactics to reduce churn and how you should onboard your customers and all that stuff because it's very nuanced. And obviously, there's some things in the first 24 hours that you could do: show wins, fulfill promise, make promise, fulfill promise, make promise, fulfill promise. Like that's, I could talk about that. If you want a video on that, comment below. Let me know. I can talk about some of these things in depth in terms of show rates, in terms of close rate. But I just wanted to kind of open up the conversation to see if there's any interest in this particularly, because I'm discovering this with Adstra as it relates to, scaling a sales team and scaling ad spend and ROAS diminishing as it does when you scale, CAC increasing as it does as you scale. And so relying on these numbers, particularly churn, particularly LTV, particularly getting referrals, relying on that stuff, has been the focus. Okay, so shifting back to the back before trying to bash my head on the wall on the front end. Okay, I think that's it for the video. It's a short one, about 11 minutes in. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want details on this stuff here, just let me know in the comments. If you like this video, leave a like. Subscribe, let me know. Rock and roll, fellas. I appreciate y'all. We're jumping up the YouTubes 3 a week or so. I'm just gonna keep posting, keep chopping up. These are not scripted. These are not planned. I come on, I want to talk about something, I talk about it. Maybe a little bit disorganized. Sorry, just my mind, okay? Well, let me know. Appreciate you guys. If you want help, link in the description is some free stuff. You can book a call too. You can buy some stuff. You can grab some stuff. Let me know. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. Take care.